At the ground was Stephen Phillips.
Arden Street has never been the happiest of hunting grounds for the Bombers in recent years, and so it was with real delight that Essendon snuck home by just 2 points. Outstanding for the Bombers was Paul Vander, who was completely aware of the importance of today's game.
Shirley mentioned that before the game, said the games between North Melbourne over the previous years have been pretty tight, and the ones we've lost, and the tight one we'd won in the finals last year.
It looked as though you had snuck away from them.
Yeah, I suppose in the third quarter we kept them down pretty low. They had the wind, and then in the last quarter the wind died off, so there was no real advantage with the wind in the last quarter, which we were expecting to get. But on North Melbourne's point of view, they kept tight, and it's good to win a tight pressure game like that.
Paul, there'd been plenty of pressure on you. You've really come back strongly. Has there been a reason for this improved form?
Well, I've done a bit of pre-season training. It's hard, I don't like it, but I definitely do feel better for it.
Simon, North Melbourne appeared to have found a new lease of life today. They really threw everything at you.
Oh, they did. They played well. I think the crowd would have loved the game, and the result was good for us. But full credit to North, because they've had their downtime, and I think over the last few weeks they've really worked at it. And I think last week, we knew that they played well against Hawthorn for 3 quarters, and Hawthorn come home. But they gave us a run for our money today. Very, very hard game.
A very hard 2-point victory, but it puts you on top of the ladder.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good place to be, isn't it? Yeah, because we've worked hard for it, and they've had some tight games. We just keep working and working the last quarter, and it paid off again today.
Who are awarding $5,000 to the team that tops the list at the end of the home and away rounds. Essendon leading in that honour at the moment, and they have a considerable percentage advantage over Hawthorn. Then follows Collingwood, the Sydney Swans and Richmond, all on 24 points.
Now the Roos taking it up to the Bombers. Demetriou around the boundary line, a great goal.
He fires at the bars, and that is a magnificent goal by Andy Demetriou.
Paul Vander has had a welcome return to form.
Vander flies, and a very, very good mark.
Good pass, and Vander takes that mark. Vander doing well for Essendon at the half.
Now have a look at this kick.
He's going to kick long. Going to be a torpedo putt, and what a torpedo putt kick that is! Oh, it's through! That's a goal!
Great goal at Arden Street yesterday by Vander. Here he is again in the thick of things.
Vanderhaar's mark. Good mark over the back by Paul Vander. But that kick's being held
Marking power has always been a feature of his game, and we'll just take a look at 3 of his great grabs yesterday from Arden Street. Here's the third, pulling it in with the one hand.
Marked very well this afternoon, taking a couple of streamers by Carey.
Now Elshaw on the boundary line, around McCann,
Picked up by Elshaw without opposition.
and the Bomber recruit makes it look relatively easy. Some marvellous highlights from the 5 matches played yesterday, and our winner, incidentally, of the award this week, the $500 goes to Paul Vander, 23 kicks, 13.
He lines up the goals, a solid bump as he kicks the goal. Was it a goal? It was.
At the half
His teammate Paul Vander.
Going to be a torpedo putt, and what a torpedo putt kick that is! Oh, it's through! That's a goal!